Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Junior Emmanuel. This is my wife, Marilyn Emmanuel. This is our daughter, our 20-year-old daughter, Sharday Emmanuel, who has been missing for the past 6 years this year. 6 years our daughter has been missing. On the 27th of June 2018, she went missing. To make it short, she was supposed to go to Chaguanas to meet her boyfriend. And during the course of the day, he called me and told me he was trying to get on to her, but for some reason he wasn't getting on to her. Called me, they called my wife, we didn't get on to her. We went home. I'm trying to make this as short as possible because of the time. We went home, still trying to call to get on to her about 9 o'clock in the night, my wife and I in the gallery, waiting for her to come home. Her boyfriend came up the stairs, never seen him so pumped before, told us he's still trying to get on to her, still can't get on to her. I said, okay. We called the Brasso police. We told them that our daughter is missing. Something was wrong with her. We haven't gotten on to her for the day. They told us, asked them how long it has to be before we can make a report. They said, Mr. Emmanuel, as soon as you believe something is wrong, come one time. We went to the police station immediately. The police took our report. They were very helpful. But I must say that in that police station, there was one female police officer. When we went in there, she is the only officer that would tell us, okay, go back home, and Saturday when she comes home, you can bring her and we will talk to her. That was 6 years ago. My daughter hasn't been back since. About a year after my daughter went missing, we saw a report in the newspapers that they had found a burnt corpse in the Santa Flora oil field area. I got in contact with the officer who was in charge at the time and told him I want to see that. I want to go and view those pictures. I did go, and when they showed me, they said, Mr. Emmanuel, are you ready to see this? I said, yes. Going through the pictures on on a monitor around this area, they said they were like carpets, pieces of carpets and stuff, burnt carpet, and when they removed it, there was a scorched area showing the garment that she had on, which was a tie-dye. I said, officers, wait, let me show you something. Took out my phone, excuse me, showed them something. Showed them a picture of this exact skirt that she had on that day. The officers just looked at one another. They didn't tell me anything, they just looked at one another. Said, Mr. Emmanuel, okay, we will work on this. I left there. Nothing came out of that, actually. Nothing came out of that. A while after, the media got in touch with us a long time after that. And as her story was on the media, someone called us from Police Spain, an officer from Police Spain, and said, Mr. Emmanuel, we saw your story in the newspaper. That was about after the burnt corpse. After that came out in the newspapers. They told us to go to the Superior Police Station to do a DNA test, which I went immediately to do a DNA test. I did the DNA test. The officers were very helpful, very professional, I must say. They were very professional. They said, okay, we will contact you when you get the DNA results. About almost 3 weeks after the DNA results came back inconclusive. They said, okay, we need your wife to come in to get her testing, because they said something about the mother blood will be closer to the child's. Took my wife the same day that we got my results, took her down to the Superior Police Station. They took her DNA. To this day, we have not gotten any results from that DNA.